Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Ratchet and Clank Going Commando for the Sony PlayStation 2. In the last video, we got all of the moon stones here on planet Grelbin, but we still need to get the Hypnomatic. And there's only one place I need to get the part, and that is Damosel. But I'm going to be doing more than that in Damosel, believe it or not. I mean, obviously, I have to do the grinding section in that planet in order to get the part, but we're going to be doing the rest of the missions as well. So without further ado, let us go ahead and make our way to planet Damosel. And let's take care of things. Alright, so now that we have the box breaker, I might as well go ahead and get some bolts here real quick. I mean, I might as well. Every little bit is going to help. Also, I need to refill on ammo because I did not do that at the end of the last video. Now, we need to go on this little car here in order to go back to where the guy who builds the Hypnomatic for us, we need to ride that to get to him. But there are things that I want to do first. Want to get some Kilinoids back, want to get all that back. How is everything else doing? Okay, cool. I was worried about that. We're going to go in here first, because if we do that, one, we can find some bolts, and I would definitely love to get my hands on these. And two, we get to do something cool when we get on this helipad and press triangle to activate it. We get to play as Giant Clank again. And we get to go into outer space and go to a spot within Damosel's own orbit, which is going to look pretty cool. So we have the same things as usual. Circle fires the missiles, square punches, triangle fires the bomb strike, X jumps, and you can drape with R2 and L2. So first off, I want to break through all these buildings, and I also want to tear up all the enemies here as well. By doing that, one, I can keep my health high, and two, I can make it a little easier to get to where the alien mothership that I have to fight. It's easier to get to that thing if I do it this way. So let's go ahead and tear through this place. And let's keep a good bead on this thing. Sometimes this thing will create its own little minions, but if we can catch up with everybody and blow them all away, getting to them shouldn't be much of a problem. You also don't want these things trailing you either, because that can be a real pain. I mean, if these things start following you around, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt little by little. Now, these guys do give health, but it's good to get it from the buildings if you can. Because if you can do it that way, you can give yourself a little bit of a hand, and things won't be as bad. You also want to be careful. Use your missiles whenever you need to fire at the mothership. So that way, getting to this thing and tearing it up isn't horribly painful. And of course, using the camera is also a good thing. Now from here, once this thing starts charging this place up with energy, you want to fire on this thing whenever possible. And you want to keep jumping on this thing. That way you can do damage to this thing. Firing missiles helps, but pressing square before you land, I believe. Do you have to press square before you land? Apparently not. You don't have to do that. Just keep jumping on it. Once it floors the entire surface of the planet with this electrical energy, fire all your missiles at it if you need to. That way you can do extra damage to it. And once you jump on this thing enough times, you'll destroy this mothership. And you'll get something cool. And we won't be able to find out what that cool thing is until we get back to Damisel proper.
The mapper reveals secret areas on your world map. The secret areas are marked as green.
Once again, we have a tool that allows us to find secret areas on planets that we have yet to find. But I think we've been doing pretty well with that. Anyway, let's go back. Let's destroy these for one. And let's go to the... Well, first, before we go over to the grinding section, I would like to get my hands on the bull setter here, and, well, so much for this. Now these things are giving me next to nothing. Great going. I was going to go for more bolts, but that really isn't going to help me that much. So let's go ahead and just go to the grinding section. Be ready to jump onto these things, these little monorail cars. And be ready to jump over a lot of things. You'll be jumping over a lot of proto-pets. Why there are proto-pets on these rails, I have no idea. You'll also have to jump over those rings. Thankfully, you have a pretty good jump. So getting over everything shouldn't be too difficult. I always consider the last part to be among the worst things in this grinding section. Now, if you jump on those rings, you actually won't get hurt. Now, this part, you want to watch the monorails carefully. These things will run the proto-pets over, but you eventually want to make your way to the right-hand side. From here, you'll be jumping over more rings and more proto-pets. Now here's the hard part. I'm gonna mess this up so bad. Nice. I think we got hurt there, but because we made it before we got hit, we actually made it to the checkpoint before we got hit, it counts as a skill point. This is a lot easier than the grinding challenge that we had to get for a skill point in the first game. Amazingly. And this was really easy to do on the first try, and I am just amazed. But for getting over here, we can get to the hypnomatic part that we need.
Sorry.
You have found all of the hypnomatic parts. You should find someone who can assemble them into a hypnomatic gadget.
Jak and Daxter? Well, anyway. Let's go back to the ship. And let's get back on this bad boy. Because I want to get that hypnomatic built. Also, let me go ahead and boom. Cross that skill point off the list so that I know I don't have to do it ever again. Now this guy will give you the hypnomatic if you trade the parts, and you give him another additional 10,000 bolts.
Use it wisely. Do not even think about it.
And
To use the hypnomatic, target a receiver bot and press circle to take control of the robot.
And I love how once the puppet speaks, it's like the puppet is just dragging the guy back. Anyway, we now have the hypnomatic, and here's a receiver bot. We can take control of him once we are close enough to him. Now, if I were to get over to here, preferably without falling into the area here, I can get this to come back. Not sure why. Also, I did make it over there. I was under the impression that this did something. I guess not. Also, why is it... Okay, it was just me. I was just looking at it wrong. But we now have a means of returning back to our ship. And that is exactly what I am going to do. So let's go ahead and get back to the ship. I don't know what I want to do next, but I have an idea. I have a remotely good idea. There's another place that I want to go to where I can destroy all of the breakables. And it is right here in Endako, which I have not been to in quite a while. So, let us go ahead and head over to Endako. Now, there are a lot of breakables in this area, and I want to smash them all. It'll make things a lot easier. And I love how you can destroy those things too. That's excellent. Yeah, just run around, smash the ground with the wrench now that we have the box breaker. Ow. And it won't be long before we have all of the necessary things done to break stuff with. Did that break? It did. Okay. I wanted to be sure about that before I did anything else. And these things still keep hitting me. I wish they didn't. That would be nice. And do you go anywhere? Well, okay, I was about to say we're about to find out, but they do lead to some... There are some breakables over here, down where this ladder is. Might as well go ahead and get those. And I wonder, can I break that with the Heavy Lancer? Apparently not. Okay, that's just part of the thing then. Okay then. And that's the grinding section. I don't know if we've done this or not. Have we ever done the grinding section? No, we haven't. Okay. Sorry about that. Had to cough. We're gonna have to head back to that eventually. In the meantime and in between time, I do want to explore more of this place and see what else can be smashed. And it doesn't look like it's going to be much. And where in the world do we go from here? Do we go anywhere from here? It's been a while since I've been here, so I honestly don't know. Where am I now? Or was this Clank's apartment? I believe this was Clank's apartment. It's been a long while. And as much as I would like to do this, what is Endako as far as... Yeah, I'd rather handle that on my own time. For now, I would just rather go back to the other end here. And I would rather go ahead and smash everything that I could over there. Because there was more than one direction to go to at the start. If I still don't have everything, then that means that there's still some stuff that I can do. Can't believe you guys didn't get smashed. That was weird. I didn't see you guys either. Well, it's a good thing I went back and looked around. Alright, let's get over to this side. There's gotta be stuff we can break. And if I could go without getting hurt for more than 5 seconds, I would be very cool with this. Okay. Do we still have to do the crane puzzles? Because, okay, no. The answer is no. No, we do not. So that's easy to get through. This would also be easy to get through if I could get past the lasers with the rotating robot. Rotating lasers. And if I could get rid of you, that would be great. Get out of here. What do I have to do? Get out of here. Sheesh. All right. Get away from me. Can't believe I can't get rid of that guy. Okay. That's already smashed up. All of that is smashed up now. There's nothing to do over here. What if... Okay, good. Let's long jump over here. See what else needs to be smashed. Which hopefully shouldn't be much else. And... yeah, it shouldn't be long before we're able to get out of here. Let me go ahead and throw a turret over here. Ah, perfect. Let's go ahead and smash that. And we smashed even more things. That works. That works pretty well for me. And I forgot I had that equipped, but I think I can manage. I'm pretty sure that I can manage over here. I have to say, I should be able to smash stuff over here. What gives? Alright, there we go. And now... should be able to go over here. And here. And there's some more stuff over there. And there's nothing I can smash down here in this little pit. So, if I can stop falling into it, I can drop down over here and then smash whatever's left. Really don't want to fall down here. That would be bad. That would be really, really bad. And we finally got that skill point. We smashed enough things. Excellent. And I might as well go ahead and get back over here. And that should be that. Let's go ahead and refill on everything. And then let's go ahead. I'm going to save the game. And I'm going to cross this skill point off the list. Excellent. Join me next time where I head back to planet Grelbin and look for Angela Cross. Now that we have the Hypnomatic, that should be a thing that we can finally be able to do. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!